I am obviously doing intermittent fasting, so feeling satisfied is not as hard, but if you're like me, I used to be really overweight. I used to weigh the same amount I do now when I was 10 centimeters smaller, which is 4 inches smaller, because I can easily eat 5,000 calories in one sitting. For example, 2 days ago, well, yeah, we had a night out with our friends to just like celebrate something. Yeah, and I ate around 5,500 calories. It was a massive cheat day, but on the other end, I haven't had a cheat day in like 3-4 weeks. So I was like, fuck it, you know? Sometimes you just need a cheat day. And obviously, my weight in the next morning was a lot higher than I expected it to be. I gained around 2 kg, which is like 4.5 pounds, but all of that is obviously not fat. Today, 2 days after the night out, my weight was a lot lower. I probably did not drop 1.5 pounds of fat. I just had a lot of water retention. I'm probably gonna have a low weight in like 2 to 3 days again. So yeah, I enjoyed the night out. I'm not sad about it. I'm not complaining about it. Yeah, because sometimes you just need it. Yesterday I worked out and the workout felt amazing because I just had like that really huge cheat refeed kind of day, and I hit a PR on incline dumbbell press, which was really awesome. So yeah, let's talk training frequency. As a natural, you obviously don't wanna pump out your muscles once every week. For example, like Monday's International Chest Day and that shit. You wanna hit your muscles with a higher frequency. From 2 to 3 times a week is probably like recommended. There's been a study in a Norwegian strength camp where the athletes trained every muscle parts 6 times a week. They, for example, like squatted every day and stuff, but I would not recommend it for every day for everyone, because they're professional athletes and they are really used to the movement. So I would definitely start with a lower frequency, like 2 to 3 times a week. And a push-pull legs routine is probably the best one, because you just use these muscle groups that are meant to be used on the movements that day. I would also recommend like 3 full body workouts if you don't have that much time to go to the gym, or even 2 full body workouts. I really do enjoy the pump on full body workouts. Yeah, and back to protein. Eric Helms, like a really known fitness dude, like I talked about him before, he recommends around 0.2 grams per protein within 2 hours, either before or after your training, just to be safe. But there's been no study that you need your protein shake like 5 minutes after your workout. So don't be that guy that has his protein shake prepared in the locker, just, you know, so you can chug it down right after a workout, not to lose out on any gains. Protein synthesis is sparked for 72 hours after a workout, well, 48 hours for smaller muscle groups. For example, I do not eat like five times a day 30 gram of protein meals, because I just feel like shit at the end of the day. Even when I'm bulking, it just sucks. I save up my calories and I have my biggest protein feeding right before I go to bed, because that's when I tend to cheat the most. Protein is very satisfying. It's the most satisfying macronutrient for most people, so if you have a bigger protein feeding right before you go to bed, it's not as likely that you're gonna cheat. And also, my biggest carb feeding is the same meal. I have around 200 grams of rice, or even 300 sometimes, depending on what I ate before, because I tend to sleep a lot better if I have a lot of carbs before I go to bed. There's been some studies on this. If I can find them, I'll link them in the description below. That majority of people do really well when they have carbs before they go to bed. Carbs raise up your insulin production. So, for example, like, you know, small kids, when they have a bar, or like a Mars bar or Snickers or anything, they're like really hyped for around half an hour, and then they just crash. That's the same thing, because your insulin goes up and your blood sugar raises, you have a lot of energy, but then your blood sugar just drops down and you're dead, kind of. So obviously if you have a big protein and carb feeding right before you want to go to bed, like an hour or an hour and a half, you're gonna feel satisfied first off, and secondly, you're gonna be really tired and sleep like an angel. That's why I would definitely recommend a decent carb feeding and protein feeding, because protein also raises insulin, but not as much as carbs. So to summarize the video, protein. You wanna eat 0.7 grams of protein if you're bulking per lean pound of body mass, and if you're trying to cut, I would definitely increase it from 0.9 grams of lean pound of body mass to up to 1.1, 1.2 grams, so you have enough space for carbs and fats, so your testosterone doesn't drop and other hormones don't drop too drastically. Secondly, you definitely want to increase your training frequency and just do a full body or 2 full body workouts a week, so you retain all your muscles when you're cutting if you can't get to the gym that often for that week. And yeah, thirdly, if you have problems with cheating on your cut or troubles with going to bed, just try out to have a decent amount of protein, like 60-70 grams of protein and a lot of carbs, like 100 to 150 grams of carbs right before you go to bed, or like an hour and a half before you go to bed. You're gonna feel the difference, that you're not gonna be hungry, not gonna crave anything, sorry about the car, and you're gonna feel really satisfied and sleep like an angel. And that's it for this. That's it for the vlog, and see ya in the next one. Peace out.